If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you probably know by now Johnny Depp has won his defamation suit in Virginia against Amber Heard. Now, everyone, I think, has been wondering, and will be wondering for a while, what the jury was thinking when Amber was on the stand, and of course at some other points during the trial. Now, this video here is from Joseph Morris. He's got about 220,000 subscribers, and I checked this out, and it was interesting. Now, the thing is, no offense to Joseph, he's got a good channel. Absolutely, check him out if you like. But he presents this as its complete fact. I'm going to say 50-50. We don't have total confirmation. However, there are some things that are said here that make some sense. But I'll let you guys be the judge for yourself. So, this person on TikTok put out a clip saying he was a juror member who wants to stay anonymous, and he says a few things about the trial. So first off, let's hear that right now.
So today was my last day of being a juror on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, and I wish to remain anonymous, but I thought I'd give some insight on my thoughts about the trial. I don't follow pop culture too much, so I haven't really been a fan of Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, so I feel I was able to be pretty unbiased about the whole thing. But from the very beginning, when Amber Heard was testifying, everything just seemed so off with how she kept making eye contact with me, and it made me extremely uncomfortable to where I would no longer look over at her when she was giving her answers. I would just listen intently, and everything she was saying came off like bullshit. And I wasn't following anything on TikTok during the whole trial, and I was scrolling through after the trial, and blows my mind on how every single person seemed to be commenting on how weird it was. So, good news for Johnny Depp. That was my gut feeling after all the information in the trial. But Amber Heard, what a crazy woman.
Okay, so according to him, he does say he is not a fan of pop culture and doesn't follow it, and that does mean he's somebody that would be selected for the jury. He also seems very nonchalant. He doesn't seem to be trying to make something exciting or incredible out of this. So, alright. We did see Amber give eye contact to the jury a few times. It was mentioned on a couple of the streaming channels covering it, a couple of news sources, things like that. But he could have known that from hearing that stuff. This thing does have 40,000 likes on it, which usually means it probably has like 5 or 10 or even 15 times those views according to that. So, it did pretty well. Got a couple of 100,000 views so far. Having said that, there's no 100% confirmation here. Let's see what some people said. He did get over 3,000 comments so far. This person asks, "It was killing me to know if the jury was uncomfortable with Amber's stare down. I was uncomfortable just watching it on TV. I felt bad for you guys." And this person says, "Couldn't even look at her anymore." The next one down says, "What was your reaction when her dog stepped on a bee?" And the creator says, "She seemed just to be pulling stories out of the air at that point." Yeah, I'll agree. And then one more down, Tina says, "Come on people, anyone could make a video saying they were just one of the jurors," which is true. And the person responds, "The world is a better place with curiosity and being speculative. Being speculative about information is one of the best things about science," which is a fair reply. And, there's a few clues here that I think are towards this person being legit, but also a few points not being towards. Number one, they use a very generic name right there that's very hard to remember. I mean, you could screenshot it, and if you write it down, you can remember it, but they're not trying to make a character or really monetize this or go as far as they can with it. Seems like they wanted to just put it out there and see what happens, so it's kind of a good thing. However, answering a bunch of comments and being really willing and really ready to answer things like that doesn't really seem like something a real juror would do. A real juror would probably just put it out there, let it go, and not want to talk too much about it. And the next person asks, "Were you surprised to see how much everything blew up on social media over the course of the trial?" And again, the person answers, "Friends and family had told me, but I stayed off social media as I don't really use it much anyways. I wanted to be a fair juror." Right? And Joyce asks, were the jurors on Johnny's side, or do you guys have to find the compromise? And the person says found the compromise. And they said about the money too, is that they just didn't think 50 million was reasonable, that Amber could pay, so they came to a 10 million compromise, which kind of seemed like something I might do myself. I mean, realistically, ordering her to pay $50 million, although she lost Johnny that much, just doesn't seem like she could even pay it. It wouldn't really seem like it had much of a point, so I could see people saying, 10 million's fair. And plus, Johnny is in this, or let's just say, was in this not only for the money, for clearing his name and things like that. So, yeah, fair enough for the 10 million. Once again, thanks Joseph for passing this along. His videos almost got 2 million views in like 16 hours. But I just wish he got a little speculative whether it was real or fake, because that's what I do here with stuff like this on social media. It's opinion, speculation, food for thought, but I'll go 50-50 here. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, stuff like that. If you subscribe here, I'll be pretty happy about it. If you don't, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. See you next time.